Hi, this is John Graham from Neighborly Financial in Roseville, California, and I'm here today to talk about the best way to get the lowest rates on a home mortgage. Contrary to what you might think, the best way to get the lowest rates on a home mortgage is not by starting by looking at the rates and fees themselves. Many times lenders and brokers will put out a teaser rate that over time, as you work through the process with them, there will be an increase in the rates and fees. The best way to get the lowest rate on a home mortgage is by starting to work with the lenders. Work through the process with them. And as you understand their process, then you can pick the right broker, and that broker will make sure that you get the lowest rate. If you're going to pick the right lender and broker that's going to give you the lowest rate and fee and the best home mortgage, they are going to follow a process. And that process will be a very structured process. And at the end of the day, when they are done with that process, they will give you the best rate possible. And there are several pieces that they will go through. The first step that they should go through in that process is to understand the goals of the loan. How long do you want to keep the house? Is it going to be a short period of time, a long period of time? And they should also understand what type of loan it is. Is it an investment property? Is it a rental property? Is it a second home, a vacation home? Is it a refinance? Is it a second loan? Many of these factors will make a big difference in the rate and fees that you pay. The second part that the lender should go through is they should be explaining the different options of loans that are available to you. They should talk about the differences between adjustable loans, interest-only loans, fixed loans, the differences between a 30-year loan and a 20-year or a 15-year loan. All of these will have a very different outcome for you in terms of rates and fees, and it's important to match the right loan type to your specific goals and your specific situation. The third part that they should be talking about you with is your credit history. The credit history will have a big impact on the rates and fees that you pay. The first thing they should talk about is has there been any history with foreclosures or bankruptcies. They should also talk about your delinquent payments. If there's been any delinquent payments on credit cards or car payments or anything like that, that will have a big impact on your credit score as well. The third thing is they should look at the total number of credit cards that you have and the outstanding balance that you have relative to the total amount that you could borrow against those cards. Because at the end of the day, those three things will have a big impact on your credit, and that will impact the amount of fees that you have on your loan. And it's important to get the right information to your broker, and the broker or lender should be asking a lot of questions to make sure that they can get you the lowest rates and fees. The thing that the lender should be discussing with you should be all the rates and fees and points that are associated with the loan. They should talk about every line item that's in that loan, every fee that's associated with that loan. You should have a full understanding of everything about that loan. You should know which money is going to which vendor, whether it's an appraiser or a title company. Every fee should be totally disclosed so that you know exactly what you're paying. Every loan has fees, and there's costs associated with generating that loan. It's important that you understand where those are. Many times lenders will say that there are no points, no fees. That may be the appearance, but in reality there are points and there are fees. It's important that you understand where those costs are and who is getting paid what. The thing that's important to understand is the total interest paid over the life of the loan. In many cases, the interest paid over the life of the loan will be more than the amount that you borrow, so it's important that the broker or lender explain how much that's going to be. The other thing that's important is on an adjustable loan, it's important to understand how often can the rate adjust, and how much can it adjust each period, and how many times can it be adjusted, and what's the maximum amount that it can be adjusted. Last things that needs to be understood is how much out-of-pocket costs will be at the time of closing, because depending upon the way the loan is structured, you can pay different amounts at the time of closing. So it's important that your broker explain this to you. So at the end of the day, if you follow this process, or better yet, if the broker follows this process and explains this to you, if the broker or lender walks you through the questions that I've just asked you, you can be very confident that they're going to get you the best rate possible. Again, this is John Graham from Neighborly Financial in Roseville, California, and I hope you found this video on how to get the best rates and fees on a home mortgage useful. If you have any additional questions, you can find us on the web. We are at www.neighborlyfinancial.com.